The most unfortunate part of this video, and it hasn't even started yet, is the fact that you can't fully see my Sam Smith t-shirt. Hello everybody and welcome back to my bathroom. Today we are going to be doing my skincare routines. I don't remember the last time I shared my skincare routine with you guys. I figured it was about time. I would like to say before I start, I am definitely not a skincare expert. The products that I use are products that just simply work for me. Obviously take all these recommendations with a grain of salt. Skincare in particular is very personal. Everybody's skin is different. Even if we both have dry skin, we may have very different types of dry skin. So I would obviously just try and keep that in mind. I always recommend, especially with skincare products, that you try samples. Before we get into the actual routine, let's first talk about my skin type. So I have always had very dry, dehydrated skin, and I tend to get flaky, dry patches around my nose, cheeks, on my chin, and because of that, my skin tends to get a little bit inflamed, a little bit more red. I do also want to say, because this is pretty important in my skincare routine, besides the products that I use, I do try and get facials 4 times a year between every season change. Because of what I do, I try a lot of products, and because I try a lot of products, whether it's skincare products or makeup products, my skin can tend to get a little bit congested. If you're curious what I do during those facials, typically we will do some sort of like extraction. So she'll get rid of all of like my under the skin bumps or any breakouts that I have, and she'll just get rid of any congestion that's going on my skin, and that makes the biggest difference in the world. And then she'll oftentimes do like a peel or some sort of like chemical exfoliation, which also makes such a big difference because, like I said, my skin is very dry and textured, and those are like the 2 main big things that I do during my facials, and like I said, makes the biggest difference. All right, so first things first, for the face cleanser, I have 2 cleansers that I kind of switch between just depending on how I'm feeling. For my cleansers, I look for things that are pretty gentle because my skin is on the drier side. I don't like a cleanser that's going to strip my skin, that's going to make it feel extra dry. So the first cleanser, probably my most used as of late, has been this Kiehl's Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash. First of all, I love how giant this bottle is. I love that it's in a pump. It just makes dispensing it really nice and easy. Convenience should never be overlooked. It's a cleanser. There's really not much to say about it. It kind of just works. I find this does a great job, especially at the end of the day when I'm removing my makeup. It does tend to get rid of a lot of the excess makeup residue that I have on my face as well, but we'll get to that at the end of the day. It's just a really good simple cleanser. Not much more to say about it. Another cleanser that I also really enjoy using is from Ren. This is the Evercom Gentle Cleansing Milk. This is actually really great because it is formulated for sensitive skin. So because of that, it's not a super harsh stripping cleanser. Like I said, I tend to avoid those. This is a cleansing milk as well, which I even find to be even more gentle compared to like the gel from Kiehl's. So I actually really like this, especially in the morning, because I don't really have a lot of things to cleanse off of my face. I just slept. I really just need to kind of get rid of any oil that's going on. So today I'm going to go ahead and use the Ren Gentle Cleansing Milk. So that's what the texture looks like for the Ren Cleansing Milk. And it gets really nice and creamy. Honestly, when you're applying to your skin, it's the most amazing texture. It almost feels like a moisturizer. So if you have very dry skin and you feel like most cleansers make your skin feel horrible, this is a really great one that I found. So next up, for the toner, I never really used to use toner. It was just not a product that I found made a huge difference in my skin. I never really found one that I absolutely loved. This one in particular, I have been really enjoying it, especially because the weather has been changing. Like I said, I've been getting a lot of dry patches, so I've been looking for a product that will help kind of smooth those a little bit, calm them down, and this toner I actually have been finding has been making a pretty big difference. This is another product from Ren. This video was not sponsored, by the way. I've just been trying out a lot of the Ren products. This is called the Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. So this is what you would call a skin resurfacer. That sounds very fancy, but it's pretty much like something that exfoliates your skin using just the toner, because I personally actually don't like to use physical exfoliators. I used to use them all the time, but the girl who does my facials has advised me not to do it anymore because you can really damage your skin. So instead, I've been looking for serums and toners that kind of do it for me. So I just take a little cotton round and you just pump it like that, and the product comes out. And then I just wipe it all over my face, and I really try and concentrate it on those really dry areas. So especially on my chin and on my nose and on my cheeks. So now moving on to my moisturizer and serum. What I personally like to do is I like to actually mix my serum in with my moisturizer. You don't have to do that though. You can just apply your serum before you apply your moisturizer. It's totally up to you. This is just something that I've been enjoying, especially with these particular products. So for my serum, it is the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar Renewing Dew Concentrate. So this is pretty much just a hydrating serum. It's supposed to make your skin look glowy and dewy. That's kind of the whole point of it. So I like to mix this in with one of the 2 moisturizers that I use. So I have 2 moisturizers here that I kind of been switching between for during the daytime. One is a little bit on the bougier side. The other one is not quite as bougie. So my bougie moisturizer is my Sicily Youth Hydrating Moisturizer. I know every time you even just murmur the word Sicily, your wallet cries a little bit, but this moisturizer is really good. It's one of my favorite daily moisturizers. I feel like it just, you know, it does a really good job of moisturizing my skin, but being lightweight enough that it doesn't feel too heavy. So that is option number 1. Option number 2, this is actually another Ren product. I've just been really liking a lot of the products from this brand. This is the Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. Another just really simple moisturizer. Again, for every day, I don't want something too heavy, but I want something that's gonna get the job done, and I feel like this does it. For today, I'm gonna use my bougie Sicily moisturizer. I'm gonna put 2 pumps on my hand, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of my Philosophy serum, and I just like to put like 3 drops, nothing too crazy. And so I'll mix it together and then massage it into my skin. And I always make sure to bring whatever products I'm using on my face down my neck. It's something that we often forget. So for my under eyes, I like to put a little bit of an eye cream on. I like to kind of switch between 2. I have my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, which is really great. It's just simply pretty moisturizing. I don't feel like it does really anything more than that. I don't really feel like it actually brightens up underneath my eyes, but it just moisturizes them, which is exactly what I want. I've also been using the Sunday Riley Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. This says that it instantly delivers a lifted and depuffed look while reducing the appearance of dark circles and fine lines. Do I think it does that? Not really, at least not for me. To be honest, I don't have a lot of fine lines underneath my eyes. I simply just use an eye cream just to keep my under eyes nice and moisturized. I don't like to use anything too crazy heavy, because if I do, I'll get little melia underneath my eyes, which are those little dots, and that's what happens when you use something that's too heavy. Now I actually put my eye cream right in this area over here because it actually travels underneath the skin to this area, but you're not going to be overloading that area with a really heavy cream, which again can create some under the skin bumps, which you don't want. So to help avoid that, I apply my eye cream a little bit lower, very gently. We are cleansed, serumed, and moisturized, and it is now time to finally apply the SPF, which is the very last step in my skincare routine. It's kind of like the cherry on top of the sundae. SPF is obviously very important. This is something that I kind of vowed to myself that I would start to incorporate in my routine, because you need to. Your skin will thank you in the long run. I kind of switch between different SPFs. Currently, I've been using the Pharmacy Green Screen, so I'm going to apply a generous amount of this. I like to do normally about that much. This is a really nice SPF. I feel like it sits well underneath makeup. It doesn't feel greasy or heavy, doesn't clog my pores, and it kind of just disappears into the skin, which I always appreciate. That's kind of it normally my routine, but sometimes if I want to feel, you know, a little bit more extra, if I have a little bit more time, I will actually go in the mornings and exfoliate my lips. My favorite lip scrub as of late has been from Lush. Oh my God, this is a cookie dough lip scrub, you guys. It is a delish lip scrub. So I'm just going to really quickly exfoliate my lips. It really takes 2 seconds, but you know, makes a big difference. 2 more random things just to kind of show you guys what I use in the morning. I do feel like this is skincare related. I have my moisturizer, which I will typically use to moisturize my body, especially in the morning. This is the Dream Cream from Lush. This has calming oat milk, lavender, and chamomile to ease and cool easily irritated skin. I love a lot of the Lush moisturizers and products in general. They're just so great. So I'm going to use that to just moisturize the bod. If I wasn't on camera, I would be naked, but here we are. on camera, so I'm not gonna do that. So last but not least, again, I feel like this is kind of a skincare related item, my deodorant. I switch around my deodorant so often. I'm constantly trying new ones because I'm constantly looking for really great aluminum free deodorants. So I've been recently trying the Briogeo Be Well Tea Tree and Eucalyptus Clean Deodorant, and I've been really liking this. I've used it while working out, I've used it day to day, and I find it works really well in limiting the odor that goes on my underarms. I don't find that it, you know, reduces my sweat. Most clean deodorants don't, which is fine for me, honestly. I just don't want to smell bad, okay? Just make me smell good. I don't care if I sweat. So that is it for my entire morning skincare routine, and I will see you guys in a little bit to show you how I remove my makeup and my nighttime skincare routine. Hello, I'm back. It is time to take off all of my makeup and show you guys my nighttime skincare routine. So first things first, let's get this hair out of my face. The very first step in removing my makeup is using a face halo. Face halos are the best things ever because they pretty much completely replace makeup remover wipes. So the face halo is pretty much this little like disc, and on both sides you have what Face Halo calls their Halo Tech fibers. To me, they almost feel like microfiber, so it's kind of in that realm of fabric. And I don't know how, but it completely removes your makeup. There's absolutely zero product on here. It's literally just the fabric of the face halo. I would say this removes like 99% of my makeup. I still obviously like to go in with a cleanser just to kind of make sure I get everything off, but it is pretty freaking effective. And of course, it's good for the environment because it is reusable. If you're wondering how I clean this, by the way, when I'm done using it on my face, normally what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this soap. I take my Dr. Bronner's soap. This is a very gentle soap, and I'll kind of just put it on it and then I'll massage it under warm water. But I'll only do that kind of like 3 times, and then I'll have to actually deep clean it and wash it in the laundry machine. So I'll kind of just throw it in with the rest of my towels and it comes out sparkling clean. This guy actually just came out of the wash machine and it looks brand new. So I'm first gonna just run this underneath water to get it nice and wet. So I just take the face halo and I'll just start to massage it all over my face, and I'll use one side at a time. Like one side of the face halo at a time. And you can see it's completely getting rid of my full coverage foundation that I have on my face right now with just water. So that is what the face halo looks like after I go over my face one time. That's like the majority of my makeup. So now what I'll do is I'll flip it over onto the clean side and go over my face again to get rid of anything that's still on there. And this is good to use around the eyes. Like I said, you just want to be pretty gentle, but it totally removes mascara. And that's what the other side looked like. So you could see there wasn't even that much left over on my face after going in with the initial wipe. So even though that has pretty much taken off all of my makeup, there's still like that 1% of makeup that's left over on my face. I will never just leave it at that. I have to continue my routine and cleanse my face one more time. But even though I'm cleansing my face, I still like to use something that's really moisturizing, especially at nighttime. Now, if I have really stubborn makeup on my face, I'll go in with my Kiehl's cleanser because like I said, that one does a really good job of getting rid of any excess makeup. But if I don't have a lot of leftover makeup on my face, I like to go in with a very moisturizing cleanser, so an oil-based cleanser. This is a cleanser that I have already mentioned on my channel, I think in like the last skincare routine I did probably. I actually recently rebought it because I already finished a whole bottle of this stuff. So this is a Sea Buckthorn Best Skin Ever Cleanser Moisturizer. Because this is an oil-based cleanser, this is super moisturizing. So this is definitely not a cleanser that's going to strip your skin. Instead, it's actually going to add moisture to your skin, and it's just very soothing and very gentle, and I like all of the ingredients in here. I put about 3 pumps in the palm of my hand, and I'll just massage this all over my face, over my eyes, break down that little extra bit of mascara that may still be left over there. All right, so once I have that all over my face, I'll just go ahead and rinse it off. Be right back. So for some reason, my eye makeup is being really stubborn, which can sometimes happen. I will go in with a micellar water. This guy over here from Kiehl's, it's the Herbal Infused Micellar Cleansing Water. I really like this because it's a very gentle makeup remover. It's one of those makeup removers that kind of just feels like water. When you put it to your eyes, it doesn't like burn or get all in your eyes and then you can't see for a little bit. You totally know what I mean. Right now, I think I'm pretty good. There's not really much going on in my eyes, so I'm gonna skip that. Oh my god, I totally forgot to use my Foreo. I'm so upset. No! Okay, anyways, I'll just explain to you what this is. So this over here is my little skin cleaning device. It is the Foreo. What are you specifically? This is the Luna Mini 2. I've been using the Foreo for a couple years. It's a skin cleaning device similar to something like the Clarisonic, but the difference between the Clarisonic and the Foreo is that the Foreo brush head are little silicone bristles. Because it's silicone, they're super easy to clean. You never have to change the brush heads. So basically what I do is I will use this during my cleanser step. So I'll have the cleanser on my face and then I'll just turn this on and it vibrates, and I'll just massage this in small circular motions around my face, and this just does such a great job of gently, very gently exfoliating my face, and it also just gets nice and deep in there, and I feel like it really does deep clean my skin. So it really makes sure that it gets rid of all the makeup, all the dirt, all the grime that I had on my face, and I just feel, you know, squeaky clean after using this. So it's been a huge part of my skincare routine for years. I love this. So next, moving on to my moisturizing products. Now, instead of using a serum at night, I actually like to use an oil. Sometimes I will include a serum, but I haven't had one in my routine in a while. I've just been using this oil over here. This is my Alpra Oils Dream Beam. It's the balancing facial oil. I love this so much. I love applying an oil at night. I just feel it's very like comforting on my skin, and it's very soothing, and again, it just gives me that boost of hydration. So that's the oil that I use. And then for my moisturizer, I actually use the SkinCeuticals Triple Lipid Restore Anti-Aging Lipid Replenishment Treatment. Originally, I did not use this product because I didn't think that it would be suitable for my skin. This is a very intense kind of like anti-aging moisturizer, so it's pretty thick. And so I didn't really think that it would be super suitable for my skin because it was more on the thicker side, but I started using this recently, like within the last 3 weeks, and I have seen such a huge difference in the way my skin has looked. I feel like my skin has been looking so much more plump ever since I started using this product. Because it is a thicker formula though, I do not like to apply this during the day. That's why I use it at night. And then I'll take about 2 to 3 drops of my Alpra oils. Oh my god, this combination feels heavenly on the skin. There's something about this moisturizer too that has this like really nice soft feeling to it, and it almost makes your skin feel so silky and smooth. It's so nice. Okay, now for my eye cream. This is a newer product for me. I can't really give you guys a solid review on it, but I still wanted to mention it because I am using it in my routine. This is the Holly Glow Ageless Eye Serum from Agent Nature. Now, I actually tried this eye cream in the store. Like, I put it on the back of my hand and I could not stop like touching the back of my hand. It just felt so smooth. It feels really nice and silky, but it's still lightweight because it is a gel. Like I said, it's fairly new in my collection, so I haven't used it for that long, but so far so good. I've been really enjoying the way it's been feeling on my skin and the way it's been making my under eyes look. And it also smells like cucumbers, which is really nice. I also take whatever's left over and put it around my lips because the skin that's around your lips is just as thin as the skin around your eyes, so you always want to put your eye cream around that area too to keep your lips looking good. At the end of the day, I always like to put a lip balm on. Of course, my favorite lip balm is the Laneige Lip Sleepy Mask in vanilla. So I'm just gonna plop some of this on my lips. I love this stuff so much, so nice. So the last thing I want to show you guys is a mask that I've been using lately that I will often use at night. So if I'm gonna be using a mask, normally I'll put this on after I cleanse my face, before I put on my moisturizer and all of that other stuff. This is the mask that I've been really liking. It's from the same brand as this guy. Best Skin Ever, I think the brand is called. And this is called the Royal Rose and Honey Mask. I bought this because I really liked the ingredients in here. The first ingredient is honey. There's also rose petals, rose clay, and I find that this is a really nice kind of detoxifying but still moisturizing mask because of that honey. Honey is really good for moisturizing, and honey is also antibacterial. There's rose clay in here as well, which is detoxifying, so it's kind of like a bit of an all-in-one mask for me. Honestly, the texture of this stuff is like very weird. It's very, very chunky. Not my favorite part of the mask, but I actually feel like it makes my skin look and feel really good. So guys, that is it. My skin is now squeaky clean, but not too squeaky, and very moisturized. By the way, all the products that I spoke about today will be listed in the down bar. All right guys, that is it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.